Oh yeah, definitely one of my favorite songs here on my track of music here. Love, love that song. Ooh, this is a good one too. I hope all you guys are ready for this. I really do hope you guys are ready for this, because I don't know if I'm ready for this. I really don't know. I literally threw this together like right now. I was trying to write this the entire week, but I realized that having a job can definitely distract you from things. But that's okay though. That is a-okay. Yeah. I know this is like a shitty introduction here, but I have to make sure some things are good to go here in the background. So while you guys are listening to me ramble and shit, I am doing background work here. The Half-Azz gamer. Livecast background. Okay, apparently my stream is healthy, but who gives a fuck? All I'm going to be doing is showing images, like games or anything. But as always, as a good host, let's go ahead and let's get this show on a roll. See what I did there? Alright. So fun. I'm not really that funny. Well, if this is your first time being here at a Half-Azz Gamer Livecast show, these happen few and far in between. I used to do them every week, but now I just do them whenever I fucking feel like, just like every professional creator here on Twitch should do all their shit, because that's when you get the good shit, right? Little disclaimer: I've been drinking just some beer, but I have two spare beers right here by my side, so there will be some drinking going on during this. But I always feel like E3, I always have to talk about it, as it is like that special moment in every gamer life where they realize that there is an event dedicated all about the one thing they love. And yeah, we have to talk about it, because good things happen at E3, bad things happen at E3, a lot of cringy things happen at E3, a lot of cringy things. But just to break down some rules, I am looking at the chat, guys. This is a live cast. This is not like being recorded. Only place this live cast is being recorded at is YouTube, because YouTube is really good at keeping their VODs for your channel for a very long time. So this is probably one of the few times I'm recording and looking at the YouTube chat. And that's because I don't usually stream to YouTube very often. I just only use it for when I do these things. But anyway, just to break down a couple of rules, let me take a look at these. I wrote them and I can never ever remember them. Remember, feel free to join the chat. I am looking at chat. You guys are more than welcome to chat with me in chat. I'm definitely good at that. I'm not here to really convince you of anything. This is more of the, let's get together, let's talk about games, because I always feel like on my Twitch stream there's one thing that I feel like I don't talk about is games. He uses, boobs and boobs and booze, and every other thing under the sun, but not the games. Like I said, and your opinion will be just as appreciated as I appreciate my own opinion. So, disagree, agree, whatever. It's all good. We're all gamers, which is the number one word. Not a professional game journalist, nor is this Livecast, because, as you can't tell by the name of this Livecast, is Half-Azz. Everything is always half-ass here. So, yeah. So, everything is very, very half-assed here. This podcast, this Livecast is half-assed. I literally just did this like an hour ago. I threw this together. I planned it at the beginning of the week, but like everything you will see happen right now, I literally just did like not too long ago. And if you have any suggestions, like Rebel, you should be more professional. Rebel, I fucking hate your Livecast. Rebel, I'm gonna tell my friends about how cringy your Livecast is. Rebel, this whatever. Feel free to hit me up at Twitter. Probably be the best place because I get notification. My phone rings and shit and beeps at me, and I'm like, oh, somebody's talking about me, or fucking, I don't know. Twitter can be some dumb these days because it like notifies you when people are not talking to you or something shit. I don't know, whatever. So feel free to hit me up there. Hello to all my guests out there. I'm watching Le Mans, but of course this open too. Okay, great, fantastic. I'm glad you're watching. I was watching Le Mans too, but I realized how fucking stupid it was, and I turned it off. There's very few big streamers I watch. I don't really like watching big streamers. They always make me feel like my love for games is being sold, not appreciated. That's just me saying that while I'm drunk. I probably will feel different about that when I'm sober. But as always, I have no guest. As always, sometimes I do. Sometimes I do have guests, but that's very, very, very rare. I used to ask for people to come on the show, but now I just people will see my tweet and they will ask me if they want to be on there or whatever. But I have no guest this week. So anyway, big streamers, what? Le Mans. Wait a minute. Are you actually watching the Le Mans? I thought you was watching Man vs. Game because his thing is Le Mans. So just ignore me, okay? Just listen to my drunken opinion about the auto race in France, not about any big streamer. Oh, because Man vs. Game is streaming right at the moment of time. His stuff is like Le Mans. But I thought you was talking about him. But anyway, cringy lucky. But I don't have any friends. Great. But let's go ahead and let's move on with the podcast here. But you guys got the idea. I'm definitely looking at chat, so feel free to join in with your opinions, whether I agree or disagree. I appreciate everything you guys add to the conversation. I really do. And let me take a nice sip of my beer here. Good old alcohol to make you feel good on a Saturday evening. Oh yeah. Alright, so the first topic, we're just gonna go in order as I made this, because I'm too lazy to actually pick an order. So we're just gonna go in the order that I made this. So the first up is, you're gonna do it. There we go. The first up is Nintendo. We're gonna talk about the Nintendo Treehouse Special with. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, that lady who was playing that Zelda game later that day, man, she was very blessed. Aaron, please tell me you saw that. She was quite blessed. Quite blessed. But anyway, this is how I feel about Nintendo. It was a two-game show. Zelda, Pokemon. I was going to say 3-game show at first, but I re-edited it and just said 2-game because people might not consider Pokemon as 3 games. Is it Sun and Moon? Right? It's Sun and Moon. I'm probably totally wrong. It's probably. I should have went back and looked it up, but I'm pretty sure it's Sun and Moon. But anyway, uh, the really one thing I don't really care about Pokemon. I hate to say it, but I am glad that there's another Pokemon. I'm also glad that they're making it kind of look like you're not a sprite on the screen, but you're actually 3D characters and you're living in a 3D world. I'm pretty sure the Pokemon before this one did that too, but it looks like the world looks a little bit more lively. I hate to say those battles look even more boring though. In my mind, I really do. They look even more boring. I try to watch that part of the stream. I just could not get through it. I could not get through it. But we all know what we want to talk about for Nintendo here, and that is Zelda Breath of the Wild. Because it's my breath and it's in the wild. Breath of the Wild. Hello Zidano. Hello. I had a lot of mixed feelings about this Zelda games. But the biggest of the mixed feelings that I had about this game is that it still looks like a goddamn Zelda game. Like the formula is the same, which in the Zelda fan cases is really good. That's great. I'm thinking it's like Nintendo is doing what they always do when it comes to Zelda, which is make a Zelda game. But the other mixed feeling is that it still is a Zelda game. That's kind of not very encouraging to me. Like there's nothing changed. It still looks like it's a Zelda game. Like they may have added some open world mechanics, even though all the Zelda games are technically open world. And they may have added some new items for you to use, like that giant Matnik, and that floaty parachute thingy you have. And there's even a loot system in this one. It looks like there's a loot system. Nintendo, don't be fooling me if it's not a loot system. But it looks like there's a loot system. You can pick up enemy weapons and stuff. And there's some kind of survival element where you have to pick food and dress warm or dress loose, depending on the region you're in. But I don't know, it just still seems like Zelda. The combat still looks like Zelda combat. There is no depth to the combat. There doesn't look like there's too much depth to the survival mechanic. There doesn't look like there's much depth to the loot system. It looks like all those mechanics were just through there just to kind of say they're doing something new with a Zelda game instead of actually going to the nitty gritty, adding some really unique and new mechanics to the Zelda game. But you know what? I'm 100% positive that if you are a fan of Zelda games, you will like this just like you will like the other Zelda games. If you really liked Twilight Princess, then you will like this game. I thought Twilight Princess was okay. The only good thing about Twilight Princess, though, that I really liked about is when that chick, she turned into the hot chick at the end. Yeah, definitely one of my top 10 moments in Zelda games right there. But I feel like Nintendo could do so much more with the Zelda game. Also, I still think Nintendo is bullshitty by not adding Zelda as a playable character. I still think it's bullshitty that Link is still a dude, but I wouldn't think they would be bullshitty about those two things if they just didn't say anything bullshitty about why they didn't change those things. But that's a whole nother story for another day. I wish I could make a Zelda game, because I think I would make a fantastic Zelda game with the lightheartedness mixed in with the dark nitty gritty of it. But whatever. Yeah, I'm just a fucking gamer anyway. But overall, this was not Nintendo's thing at E3 this year was not for Nintendo fans. This E3 was only for Pokemon and Zelda fans, and they got what they want. And screw them for not saying anything about the NX, but whatever. And Reggie Fils-Aimé, I don't even know how to say that dude's name. Always seems like a happy guy. But anyway, man, I can't stop thinking about that lady playing playing that Zelda game. Oh man, she was very blessed. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, ladies. She was very, very blessed. But if you guys have anything you want to say about Nintendo or anything, feel free. I'm still looking at chat here. Oh man, she was very blessed. But onward, we must move onward. As we move onward, I take another sip of my drink. The next on our here is Ubisoft, and Ubisoft had a very cringy press conference, but oh my god, this looks so ugly for you guys. I'm so sorry about that. But they did show Ghost Recon, which I'm a big fan of. For Honor looks cool, even though the one-on-one mechanics, I hate that they show you where the enemy is going to strike you. That way you can kind of react. I feel like they shouldn't show you where your opponent is going to attack. I feel like that should be shown in the animations of the characters. That way you can show some skills that you know what you're doing. But anyway, it's a video game. It looks bloody, brutal. I hope For Honor has some fucking Valkyrie women in there, or some Finnish women warriors in there to So I don't know why, but I like to play as chicks, really tough chicks when it comes to games like that. I like to play as the dudes too. They could throw some African Zulu warriors in there too. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta be like all the medieval sword wielding guys? Why can't it be the fucking spear chunking African badasses? And King Zulu pretty much united all the natural tribes. Whatever. Yeah. Anyway, there's other people than Vikings, knights, and samurai. You know what I'm saying? Even the Russian warriors or the Arabian, guy. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know the name of those. Or the Mongolian. What about the Mongolian warriors? Anyway. Before Honor looks cool. I still think Watch Dogs 2 is going to suck. There is nothing you guys can tell me that will change my mind about that. I think Watch Dogs 2 is going to be a terrible game. Just as Watch Dogs 1 was a terrible game. And I can't believe this game. I just can't believe that game because getting all the hype. You know what games from Ubisoft should be getting the hype? For Honor should be getting fucking hype. Ghost Recon should be getting some minor hype. Their new game, Ubisoft, all the companies who is making games right now. Ubisoft is the one company right now is making an extreme sports game, and it's a new franchise for them. It's called Steep, and it looks quite interesting for people who love to do things on snowy mountains, very dangerous things on snowy mountains. Man, that game looks good. It looks fun. It looks very relaxing at the same time. It looks like it doesn't take itself too seriously. So, something that you get your friends together, grab some snowboards, some parasails, and some skis, and go down the mountain and have a goddamn good time. I'm actually kind of proud that Ubisoft is releasing an extreme sports game, because there's not that many, from arcade to realistic, there's not that many extreme sports games out right now, unless EA is making some type of extreme sports game that I don't know about. But the last thing, though, I want to say about Ubisoft is, at first, when I was watching those live streams, not those live streams, the streams or the restreams of the press conference, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, this press conference is super cringy. They got these people sitting on stage with VR headsets playing a game about birds that shoot each other in a capture the flag game. Just so cringy. The dancing in the beginning, Aisha Tyler and her terrible jokes, that I don't know who that rapper guy dude, making bad jokes. It's just everything about their press conference is so fucking cringy. But you know what? They look like they are having the time of their lives. They're like having fun at their press conference, which made me rethink that Ubisoft is doing it on purpose now. They are purposely making their press conference cringy because they're trying to have fun. You know, maybe they're looking like at EA's. Oh my God, we're going to talk about EA's press conference. They're looking at EA's, Microsoft, even fucking Sony Art is Games press conferences, and they're just like, man, E3 is kind of supposed to be about games and having fun. And I have to say it, you know, Ubisoft seems to like to have fun being cringy. Aisha Tyler seems to have a good time. She does it every year. Literally every year. I'm pretty sure her Twitter get blown up with so many fucking cringy jokes every year. That fucking CEO guy from Ubisoft comes on the stage and speaks bad English with French every single year. Every single year. But they really like doing that. And you know what, Ubisoft? You know, I take it back all my cringy jokes. You know what? You guys are just having fun presenting your games, even though they may suck like Watch Dogs 2, or they may look decent like Ghost Recon. You guys are having fun. You're probably having more fun than most of the other press conferences other than Nintendo. I can't say you haven't. Well, you probably are having more fun than Nintendo because those people had to stream. Those people had to stream Zelda for 3 hours. And not show anything major within the story. Okay, all right, that's all I'm saying. But they look like they have fun. Even the people who was playing that bird game in the VR, they look like they were having fun. The dancers in the beginning of the stage, they look like they're having fun. Aisha Tyler, she looks like she's having fun making terrible punny jokes. You know, they look like they have a lot of fun. You know what I'm saying? But Ubi, you know, I take it back. I take back everything. You guys are having fun, all right, and I appreciate you having fun. Just please let Ghost Recon be good. I'm actually kind of excited to see what Steep is going to look like when it comes out. One of the few new games I hear about coming from E3, and you know what, it will be proving me wrong. Show me that Watch Dogs 2 don't suck. Okay, show me that Watch Dogs 2 don't suck. Even though I still think it's gonna suck, but fuck what I say. Alrighty, on to the next topic here, and that is actually, this is probably my number. I'm not gonna say that, but I really liked it. This next Watch Dogs sucks. Watch Dogs is going to suck. It really. I think Watch Dogs 2 is like really bad. But anyway, on to, and hello Florissa. I didn't watch a lot of E3. I did check out the Zelda and stuff. Zelda looks, it's gonna be, if you're a Zelda fan, you're gonna like this one. That's all I can tell you, really. Like, if you're new to Zelda, I don't know if you're gonna like this one, because there's a lot of other games that do what Zelda is doing right now better. Specifically Skyrim and Oblivion. But anyway, welcome to the Half-Azz Gamer Livecast show. A new consoles announcement from Microsoft. Yes, that's what we're all talking about right now. Yeah, we are going to talk about Microsoft. I'm going to say this is a really underappreciated presentation by Microsoft. Because believe it or not, with Microsoft not being a lead, it's making Microsoft do things that no other of these guys are doing. They are doing things that all these press conferences are not doing with their games and in their system, in their ecosystem. They show new games, record. They show some new indie games, with the Happy Few. And that new game about the people who made that black and white game. I can't think of that. I'm drinking now, okay? Jesus. Let me take a sip, actually. We talk about new features for Xbox Live. The PC and console crossplay we will talk about more. And they talked about Scorpio. I didn't put Xbox OS. That's what I'm calling it. Not the Xbox One S. I'm going to call it the Xbox OS. And And I really think it's a really underappreciated. So let's talk about. Well, they showed new games. Recore is a new game. It's a new franchise. I think it's Level 5 or the people who made Metro Prime. I'm saying I don't know. I'm probably wrong about that, but I do know Infune is part of that, and that does not make me happy about things. They talk about some new indie games too. I don't want to get too deep because new games, I feel like they're not the major component about their conference. They announced some new features for Xbox Live. So a lot of people play games online these days. Computer, PlayStation Plus, Xbox, Nintendo. What did Nintendo call their shit? Nintendo Play? I don't know. Nintendo Play shit, whatever. A lot of people play their games online. And I'm going to specifically talk about Xbox Live. When I play Xbox Live on the very first Xbox console, the OG Xbox console, and Xbox Live was like the best. It was a blast. I loved playing, getting online. I played a lot of Ghost Recon 2, probably my most fondest memory other than Halo 2. But Ghost Recon 2, one of my most fondest memories of playing on Xbox Live back in the day. And people would talk to you and people would get together. I would join a random room of co-op firefight in Ghost Recon 2 and have the whole entire team talk to me and work together and actually get, missions done and knocked out. It was fun. People used to talk a lot. This was before party systems too, so everybody had to talk to each other. I also remember playing a lot of Lost Planet on the 360 too. This was kind of when they were starting to introduce the party system and stuff. But before that, on the 360, I don't think they had a party system. But still, it was still good. It was good. It was fun. People were actually able to talk to you. It wasn't as bad, as that Rainbow Six video with the kid and the chocolate milk. Anyway, but now today, it's all party systems and people don't talk to each other. Randoms don't talk to each other. It's really quiet. It's a totally different Xbox Live than what it is today. So in order to get more people to get together and play, they announced these little clubs and are looking for group, which I think is a direct answer to fucking Destiny's terrible I can't find a group system they have in their game. But they announced you can start your own little group and club and find people with like minds and get back talking and enjoying Xbox Live as it was back in the day. So that's very awesome. They also have, like I said, they're looking for a group. You can look for people to play games with, which is I think is another fantastic thing. And they also announced a tournament type of thing that you can set up and do competitive stuff, which is also great for people who want to be competitive on Xbox. And I think Xbox probably have a lot more people who are competitive because like in the first person shooter scene, because the controller it's more easier to do first person shooters with the Xbox One controller than it is on the PlayStation. So that's all fantastic. And the biggest thing that I got from this conference was PC and Xbox One console cross-play, cross-buy. I didn't put cross-buy on there, but I should have put that on there. Oh, hold on. I need to take a sip of my beer here. Yes, you were right, Flores. So that club thing is a fantastic idea. But I think they're a really big idea. The biggest thing was the cross-play. Microsoft is offering us as gamers, PC and console, the ability to play their first-person game, their first-party games, like Forza and Gears of War 4, on whatever system we prefer, whether it be Xbox or whether it be PC. Okay, all right, just between those two systems. Like, you want to play on a PC and you want to play Gears of War 4, they're giving you the ability to do that. You want to stay on your Xbox One and you want to play Gears of War 4, you can fucking do it. They're totally 100% cool about you playing on whatever system you want. Another thing about this is that not only they're cool about it, they're also cool about having somewhat, okay, there's you gotta remember this is a somewhat ability to able to play with those friends on those different platforms. So I'm not gonna say competitive or kind of PvP or like kind of ranked mode PvP are ever gonna be crossplay, but I can see a lot of like custom games being crossplay. I can see a lot of co-op games being crossplay. So if your buddy's on an Xbox and you're on a PC, y'all still be able to play with each other. Wonderful, fantastic idea. That is fantastic. I am glad Microsoft is not winning right now, because they are coming up with some good shit right now. And not only do you have the crossplay, you can buy the game one time and still be able to play it on your Xbox or your PC. One purchase, 2 different platforms of the game. Fantastic. I actually remember Microsoft mentioning this a long time ago, that they were going to try to do this, and now they're actually fucking trying to put it to fruition. I don't know if that was the right word, or to reality. That's probably the more proper word. Great, fantastic. We as gamers should really push this type of trend, because not only am I a cheap ass, but this is fantastic, because there'll be one day we're all 3 platforms to be able to play with each other. That would probably whenever somebody from my generation finally get to take over Microsoft and Sony. But till then, though, right now we just can settle with PC and Xbox playing together. I know PlayStation 4 and PC can play together, but only on certain games. Okay, only on certain games. But Microsoft is now offering nearly all their first party games to be able to crossplay. So definitely, I feel like a very unappreciated press conference for Microsoft. I think they did a fantastic job this year. Even though they had another cringy Minecraft. Well, Minecraft last year was fantastic, but that Minecraft this year was super cringy. But very unappreciated. But we are going to first take another sip of our beer, and we are going to go on to our next subject of tonight's livecast. Hey guys, like I said, I'm reading chat, so if you want to agree and disagree, or just throw in your 2 cents, feel free to do that. I'm just saying that because I'm opening up another bottle here. So we're going to move on to EA. I know we went from a major platformer to a third party again. I know, right? This makes 0 sense. It makes no sense. But anyway, EA. I really don't have much to say about EA. This is, you know what? If I had to say, standard E3 press conference, EA would be like your standard E3 press conference. Bunch of big business guys out there talking about the new games they're releasing, like Battlefield 1, which is probably their highlight. Not Madden, not fucking FIFA, Battlefield 1, because I think they talked about it 3 times in that press conference. Battlefield 1, their new game being released, made by DICE. World War 1 doesn't feature French soldiers, not at all, which is stupid. They don't feature, but I like the new consoles and crossplay thing. That means there's a console with new hardware, new PC hardware inside it, and the games developer will be good on PC too, and all those games will reach a lot of crowd of online players. Thank you for saying that, but a lot of gamers don't see that way, and I will explain that at the end of this, the very end, where we all get the chance to sit down and express ourselves about this here. I mean, more freely. But you're correct. That's how I feel about it too. Bigger crowd. Everybody's getting together to play games. It doesn't matter what platform. That is my dream for games. Like, really. That is like my dream for game. For what to happen. That's what I want things to go to. Ooh, excuse me. Oh man, I think I may be getting sick, or I'm not drinking enough beer. It's one or the other, but that is my dream for games right now, and Microsoft is making it come true right now. But anyway, Battlefield 1, they still support indies, which is very surprised because EA doesn't seem like the company to do that, but they are still supporting it. This is the biggest highlight of the show, really. There is no Sim party. There is nothing talk about the new Sims game. There is no talk about some expansion, and there's not people getting on stage and dancing very badly with the person who was announcing the expansion pack for the Sims. That definitely deserved a hand clap for me. And sports is still looking good. If you like FIFA, if you like Madden, there will be more games. FIFA actually looks pretty damn good. I don't even really play soccer games. I really don't even play soccer games. But if I was a fan of it, FIFA would seem like a good choice to make. Madden I still feel is overrated, and 2K need to get off their ass and try to get the NFL to fucking release their license from Microsoft so everybody can make football games, and so 2K can make another football game. But anyway, I really don't have much to say about EA. It was just your standard press conference. It was probably the most boringest of them all. Ubisoft was probably cringy. A little it was not cringy, fun cringy, okay? But very standard. But I will say though, they did mention the Vault, the EA Origin Vault program. If you don't want to buy EA games at all, and willing to wait for those games to go in those vault, that vault is a good idea. I think they have Dragon Quest. Oh, Jesus, I said Dragon Quest. Dragon Age Inquisition with all the DLC in the vault right now. So you can pay like what? If you can find a good deal on this EA Origins or program, whatever, like $20 somewhere for the whole entire year, and you get to play those games whenever you want. So definitely a good idea. If you're an Xbox One owner, you can do the EA Access, find it $20 somewhere for the whole year, and get access to those games for a whole year. So if you ever had an interest in Dragon Age Inquisition, it's a good deal. That vault is a good deal. You still get Battlefield Hardline, which is, at least you're not paying for it, but I think that is probably a really good deal. If you like sports, EA's the place to go. That's really all I have to say. But those guys probably need to loosen up their pants. They look like their pants are squeezing off their balls. Battlefield 1 though looks really good. From those pre-rendered cutscenes, they look really good. But please, EA, don't ever have a celebrity Battlefield game ever again with those terrible announcers, and just don't anymore. EA, don't even involve celebrities at all in whatever you do. Okay, just stop it. Okay, please. Nobody wants to watch Snoop Dogg play terrible at Battlefield. He probably never even played that damn game in his life. Probably just sit at home and get high and call himself Snoop Lion all day. But anyway, my overall view of the EA press conference, it was good, and just good. Nothing really super important other than Battlefield 1, really, to me. Oh, and the indie game, that the Iron game, that Fee game, looks pretty cool. Unique art style. Don't know what the hell the game is about, but looks good. That's it. That's how I feel about it. Another standard press conference by EA. Congratulations. And on to our next topic here. Oh. Okay, our next topic here. Bethesda press conference. Look at Bethesda. Look at them. Look at them not announcing an Elder Scrolls. Oh God! All the Elder Scrolls fans, they just cried out in anger and sadness as Bethesda made dishonor to their game of the show. Okay, guys, if you was watching me, watch the stream of the Bethesda live stream, their press event. If you was on a stream, you would know that as soon as I heard Dishonored 2, and it was funny because it was Adam Sessler, and he was like interviewing some random cosplayer who was going to the show, and he was like, "Oh, are you excited about Dishonored 2?" As soon as he said that, I was like, Dishonored 2 is going to be the game of the show. There will be no Elder Scroll announcement at all. I just straight out called it. I was like, Elder Scroll is not going to be talked about at all. It's going to be all about Dishonored 2, because Dishonored 2 was a well-received game. Not like extremely well-received, but it was a very well-received game. And I knew they were making a sequel for it, and I knew it was being published by Bethesda, and I was like, that's going to be the game of the show. Definitely took me off guard with that Quake announcement with Quake Champions. I did not look into any more information for that game. I didn't. I'm not going to lie. I just remember Quake being a Twitch shooter growing up. I never owned a PC gaming, so I never had the chance to experience it. But I do know Quake was one of those old school Twitch shooter, all about picking up your guns and blasting people in the face. Pure first person goodness that some games try to emulate today would never succeed. Hopefully this one will. But did not announce the Elder Scroll. Also, another clue during that press conference, if you guys were watching, Todd Howard was videotaped saying some bullshit about Fallout 4. That was another big clue that there was not going to be an Elder Scroll announcement that night, because Todd Howard will probably be there himself, just like he announced Fallout 4. He will be there himself to announce something for Elder Scroll. Okay, guys, you know what? I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to tell you this right now. Look how long of a gap there was between Skyrim and Fallout 4. That is how it's going to be. That gap is going to be the same for the next Elder Scroll games. That's how big that gap is going to be. There's going to be a huge gap. Fallout 4 just barely came out last year, and it still has years on it. So don't expect another Elder Scroll game for a while. All right, it's too soon after Fallout 4 to talk about it. They take turns. True, you're correct, Aaron. 100% correct. I agree. That sip of beer was a sip of beer of agreement, because it is. It's too close. It's too close since the release of Fallout 4. It's going to have to be another big gap. Also, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you own the PC version of Skyrim, don't go out and buy the remaster version of Skyrim. Don't go do that. There's so many mods out there for the PC version of Skyrim to make it look not only better than this remaster they're releasing, but even more cooler looking and more customized looking. Don't go buy it, please. Okay, now if you somehow one of those few 2% people out there who own a PlayStation 3 and an Xbox 3 or an Xbox 360 and did not happen to play Skyrim, and this is your chance to play Skyrim, go out and buy it, because Skyrim is a good game. I don't think it's a good game on its own without mods, but overall Skyrim was a pretty good game, very well received, got some pretty decent ratings. But this Skyrim game is for you people, like those 2% people out there who didn't have a chance to play Skyrim. All right, and you own an Xbox One and a PlayStation 4, so yeah, go ahead and buy that. But if you own the PC version, shame on you if you go and buy this remastered version. Shame on you. Okay, really. All right, like you are a PC gamer for a reason, and one of those reasons is to mod the shit out of Skyrim when you bought it for like $5 on the Steam sale somewhere or online somewhere. Okay, shame on you. All right, don't give Bethesda no more money. Hell, if they would have announced another Elder Scroll game at that press conference, then I'd be like, okay, they probably deserve maybe a couple more dollars as tips towards their production of the new Elder Scroll games. But anyway, don't do that, please. For the love of God, don't do that. All right, but not very much. Yeah, no need to buy it, really. Don't. All right, really. But that's really all I have to say. But oh yeah, Dishonored 2 looks like a good game. I never did finish my playthrough of Dishonored. I went through the entire game, made it to the last stage of the game, but just stopped playing it. Don't know why. I kept telling myself, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and finish it. Oh, I'm gonna go back and finish it." I thought it was a good game for what I played through. Just a good game, but maybe. It's just one of those weird moments of my gaming life that I just was just like, I'm not going to ever finish this game. I mean, it's free. Don't need to buy it because of that. Don't buy it because it's free. Is it free? Is it free if you own Skyrim? Oh, really? Okay, all right. I mean, don't even download it. Really, it's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I think I own Skyrim and all the DLC. I'm gonna have to look. I did not look, but it's stupid. Don't buy it. Yeah, buy a regular Skyrim. You probably get it cheaper. Yeah, but I didn't know if you own all the DLC, it's free. I did not know that. I think I own all the DLC, so it's probably free for me. But I don't know if they improve the performance of Skyrim on PC. It might be worth a look then. Okay, it might be worth a look, but still not worth it. But anyway. On to our next. Ooh, excuse me, hold on. I need to take a sip of my beer here. On to our next topic here. Which I feel is our most controversial topic. Because I have a lot. I don't have a lot to say, but I feel like they get too much love for their press conference. Really, I do. I feel like they get too much love for their press conference because they only appeal to something gamers don't get a lot these days, and that is appreciation in the purest form of love for games that we gamers don't get very often, or see these companies do very often. But we're gonna talk about the Sony PS4 press conference that they had. Let me tell you something, man. They put on a goddamn show. All right, Sony put on a goddamn show for us gamers, and I could understand why there were some people out there who are saying, "Oh my God, Sony made me love games again." Which I should be saying, you should not be fucking calling yourself a gamer if you didn't love games in the first place. All right. But anyway, Sony put on a show. They had a live orchestra. They had some chick who did a Biz Marquee impression really well. They had Horizon Dawn of Mechanical Dinosaurs there. They had fucking Kratos again, which nobody gave Sony shit for because Kratos is another fucking game. They fucking troll everybody with that shitty Crash Bandicoot remaster and Skylander announcement. They had Hideo Kojima, who I do appreciate him as a director and a game designer, but I still say fuck him for not making his game multi-platform. Still, not only fuck Konami, but fuck Hideo, because he didn't try to make his game multi-platform. I understand the reason why he did it, because Sony is funding it, obviously. But, I think he could did a small game first, took a risk, did a small game first, and then go out with the big bang multi-platform. But anyway, I'm pretty sure. What is this? Death Rising? I don't know what the name of this game. What is the name of this game? Somebody tell me. Is it Event Rising? Event Horizon? I don't know. Will be not only have plenty of naked men and women, but probably fucking weird the fuck out of you, as always. But anyway, they had a great, fantastic. Showed a lot of new games, but they also show a lot of fucking terrible VR games too. VR games that I don't even expect them to be good at all. Okay, I don't think any VR game on a Sony PlayStation 4 or Neo is going to be as good as they make it in those I just don't. I can't see it. You need a goddamn 980 to run VR on the PC. What makes you think a fucking VR game on the PlayStation 4 is gonna run well? I'm sorry. I don't believe the hype. Just don't believe the hype. Those games are probably gonna look really bad. Okay, really bad, and probably run at 30 FPS. Death Stranding. There we go. Thank you. Is it okay if I call you Cass or Oz or Cass? I'm probably still saying your name wrong. Look here, man. I'm drinking. All right, give me a break. All right. Death Stranding. Yeah. Anyway, Sony put on a great show. Fantastic. Little talk, more games. A lot of gamers apparently want that. a lot of gamers want that. That's why a lot of gamers highly rate this show. But I like to say I'm a gamer. I also like to say I'm an understandable person. And I understand why a lot of people like this game. But Sony only showed us games. And not only did they only show us games, they showed games that are not even going to come out this fucking year. Okay, they maybe show 1 or 2 games. All right, what, 1 or 2 games that are going to come out this year? Okay, I don't know which 1 or 2 are, but a lot of these games are coming out maybe next year and probably around the end of next year. You know, I know this is like Sony standard game, but holy crap, at least Microsoft showed us some games that are going to come out, more than 2 games that will come out this year at least. You know, it's a fact that good VR needs a lot of power, and there's reason Microsoft releasing the as well as VR capable. Good point there, Aaron. Which is why I still don't believe. That's why I don't believe the PS4 is not gonna be the hype. Also, fuck Theo for sure that Batman. Oh my god! I nearly rolled out of my chair, lolling so hard. I couldn't believe there's gonna be a Batman VR game. Oh my god! I can't believe it. I don't believe the hype. I don't believe the hype. But you know what? Sony might know something I don't. Okay, whatever. I'm not no fucking VR engineer. All right, but I don't believe the hype. I just can't see it. I really can't see it. I don't understand why they even would try it. I think they're just trying to hop on the VR hype train. That's what I really think. You know, just like when Microsoft's trying to hop on that fucking, you know, what was it? The Kinect, the little peripherals hype train back in the day. Nobody, look at how the fucking Kinect ended up. Don't believe the hype, guys. Okay, but you can believe the hype if you want to. It's your choice. Free will. You know, your fucking choice. You know, they'll be mad when that VR shit comes out to be terrible. But anyway, but Sony put on a great, fantastic show. Like I said, all games, little talk. Sony definitely knows they're in the fucking lead. Okay, yeah, if you can't tell by that press conference that they don't know that they're in the lead, Sony knows they're in the lead. They know they are the king of the consoles right now, and they are fucking relishing it by that fucking fantastic orchestrated orchestrated press conference they put on. And while it was fantastic, what did Sony tell me other than VR, what they're doing with their platform? How are they improving the PS Plus or the Sony platform? What are they doing? Well, this is the kind of reason why I feel like Microsoft was underappreciated. What are they doing with PS Plus? Are they adding parties? Are they adding music? Are they improving things? Are they gonna change the UI? What are they changing with the PS Plus? Are they fucking gonna change that terrible store? Not only does Microsoft have a terrible store, but Sony has an even terrible store. You know? Motion control hype. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, motion control hype. Yeah, Nintendo started that shit. You know, and it went down to blaze of glory. But you know, what are they doing? Which, I mean, I'm glad they're giving us fantastic games, but as a lover of the PlayStation, I hate PS Plus. Compared to Xbox Live, I cannot stand it. It is so underdeveloped than what Xbox, Microsoft do for their platform, and they do a lot. They do a lot. You know, if it's even the little things that Microsoft do for the Xbox is a major improvement to not only making my gaming easier on the Xbox One, but it making my social life or my social life on Xbox Live better. And I don't know what Sony is doing. I really do not know what Sony is doing with the PS Plus platform. You know, I really don't know. And it kind of makes me realize that, all right, how do I say this? Sony is only giving us what people are saying they want them to give us, but they're not actually pushing the future of gaming overall, you know, which I feel like Microsoft is trying now that they're in second place. They're like, fuck it, we're going to take chances now. They're taking more chances with their platform than Sony is. Sony is like, fuck it, we're in the lead, we're going to fucking stick to it. You know, give them the games, give them more Kratos, which I still have. Okay, guys, you know, if you're wondering, I don't think Kratos need to be in this fucking new God of War. Okay, that's already. Now, it's like he killed ancient Greek gods, now he's going to be killing ancient Norse gods. I mean, at least make it a fucking hot chick. A ragey hot chick. Oh, God. Like that chick in Horizon Dawn. You know? Whatever. Anyway. Oh, man. You know, they're sticking to their guns. That is what Sony is doing. They're like, we're going to stick to our guns. We're going to stick to our guns. And we're going to ride this wave out. You know, like a riptide. You know, they're just going to ride this wave out. You know? Now, I understand Sony has the PlayStation 4 Neo, but they didn't even talk about it this time. I mean, and the VR, but I mean, PC has VR. You know, everybody. You know what? It will be more exciting if PlayStation releasing their VR first before Oculus, which is the company. The Rift is the name of the actual product, but Oculus or HTC. Then it will be exciting for VR. But now, sitting there watching that press conference, and I was just thinking to myself, they're just riding that VR hype. You know, Microsoft is like, we're going to try to push, you know, getting our systems together. Even though, I mean, of course, you know, Windows runs about 90% of all computers in the world right now. You know, they're going to we're going to take a chance. We're going to try to, you know, blur the line between consoles and PC, you know, by offering not only our Xbox Live players choice, but offering PC players a choice. And hopefully some third parties will hop on it by offering a few of their games on the PC too. Hopefully co-op games. You know, that's what I think will probably be the best way for third parties to hop in on this cross-play, cross-buy thing. You know, they're taking a risk, and I'm not sure if I'm saying this correct, but Sony used to take risks too. You know, they used to take risks, especially with that bullshit they had where you could play PlayStation 1 games on your PS4. You could stream or some shit. I don't remember what it was. But, you know, they used to take risks, but now they're just sticking to their guns. They're giving the gamers what we want, which I appreciate. No gamer in the world, I can't say they don't appreciate what Sony is doing. They're not pushing their platform. You know, Sony could be a true market leader if they try to improve the PS Plus overall, you know, quality of life. They will try to, I mean, well, they got VR. Really, that's it. But they, instead of riding the bandwagon, they should be trying to do new things, not only with just the VR PlayStation, but they should be trying to do things with just the platform of PlayStation itself. But hey, you know, I'm just a fucking salty, you know, drinking gamer here. Who is quite enjoying his beer tonight because I don't have to work in the morning. But Sony should truly, I think they need to step up some more, though. I just think they need to step up more. But goddamn, man, that chick doing that Bismarcky impression, man, she was the best. Oh, another thing I want to say before I move on here, that Microsoft Final Fantasy 15 demo had to be the worst demo I've ever watched. It was so bad. It was so bad. What were they thinking? That was a good demo. for Final Fantasy. That was terrible. The dude got smacked about 15 times by some giant titan. It was worse. I think Square did that on purpose. I really feel like they did that on purpose. But anyway, we're gonna move on to our final part of the show, Livecast. But you guys are still free to talk if y'all want to talk a little bit more about or get your opinions out. I want to just talk about E3 overall. I know y'all see the first thing y'all see console war. I feel like E3 still. I still feel like E3. I don't know. It's not really too much of a thing, but I feel like we need to get rid of this console war thing. I still feel like E3 still kind of gives off the vibe of the console war thing. You know, instead of E3 being a celebration of games, I still feel like E3 is a celebration of platforms. You know, there's a PC gaming platform or a PC. There's an Xbox show. There's a Sony. It still fuels the console war, and I should always remember this. It will always forever fuel the console wars. Somebody will always pick a winner of the show. I feel like all the companies had great showings these years. Myself or maybe EA. I don't know. You know, all of them had. So, but if there's one thing to take away from this E3 is that games are still going strong, and I feel like MS had a lot to bring. I feel like MS was. I still feel like Microsoft was like they did a lot, you know. But anyway, games are still going strong. Games are still very appreciated. And there is whatever and forever not only be a market for not only console games, but there will be a market for PC games too. Because PC Game Show had a bigger hit this year. I didn't watch all of the PC games. I tried. Trust me, I tried. I'm gonna have to try again some other day because that's a long stream. It was like 3 hours or something. The games are still strong. Games are still very appreciated, and also consoles are definitely going to be coming out a tad bit more frequent than what they used to be, especially with the announcement of Project Scorpio, which I totally did not talk about. Microsoft is going to be launching. It's not a new console. This because that's Microsoft is saying it's not a new console, but it's more of like a upgrade to your graphics card in the PC. That's the way I would put it. It is more of an upgrade to your graphics card in your PC, throwing in more RAM, buying a better processor. You know, that is what they're doing with this. It will still play Xbox One games, but it just will play Xbox One games maybe a little bit better. You know, that's what Microsoft is trying to say. I think Sony is doing the same thing with the Neo too. Whenever they decide to talk about it, but. Games are still strong. I definitely like that PC and console, or at least Microsoft is trying to bring those two together. And there's still assholes out there fueling the console war. And I didn't say this earlier, but E3, I think they had one day this year where people publicly could come to the event and play games, or they had like an off-site site somewhere where people can actually play those games off-site somewhere. I don't remember where, but I know that happened this year. They're getting more public, and I think whoever's running E3, they're starting to realize, you know, it really is about the gamers. You know, the people who are actually fucking going to work 9 to 5. Working jobs, who love to play games because they're working these 9 to 5 game jobs to make money so they can continue to play these games. You know, it's really starting to become more about the consumer and the gamer. So definitely glad to see that. I really wish that all these companies would get rid of these shitty pre-shows and after shows, or if they're at least going to have some after shows, at least just talk about games. All right, whatever, you know, but I'm asking too much too soon here. Really, I am. But hey, you know what? This E3 has proven that, hey, games will be around for a really long time. And not only will they be around for a really long time, they are growing as a platform of entertainment Movies are huge. Sports is huge. Music is fucking huge. And games are coming along that path of being huge. Well, they are huge, but they're becoming even more realized today that we're gonna have a Citizen Kane of games. I don't know if we probably already did. I don't know. I don't think we have had a Citizen Kane of games. I don't know. I think there are just too many games out there that comes close to being a Citizen Kane of games out there. It is hard to say one. But overall, this was a good E3. It wasn't an exciting E3 like last year E3 was, because last year E3 was super exciting. But this year E3 overall was a good one. There was a lot of good things coming out. If you was a fan of Xbox, you got some good shit. If you was a fan of PS4, you got some good shit. If you was a fan of PC gaming, you got some good shit. If you're a fan of Nintendo, okay, you got some good shit. Okay, if you're only Zelda and Pokemon fans, got some out of here this year. Like me, who is not a Zelda. I like Zelda games, but I'm not a Zelda game. I don't like. I understand why people like Pokemon, but I'm not a Pokemon fan. So I really got too much not that out of it. But still, though, you still got some good shit. So great E3 this year. Right now, guys, if you guys have something to say about today's topic, now is the time to do it. I hope you guys enjoy my commentary tonight. I hope y'all guys really appreciate it. I try to put some effort into these. I really do. But I don't know. I just felt like I needed to talk about some E3 this year. A lot of good things this year. A lot of the major public game sites will be like, this E3 was not. No, fuck those guys. Fuck those guys who I feel like forget the love of games, But fuck those guys who are just only ever play on a console or who only ever play on a PC. Someone who has not experienced all the platforms. Actually, I feel like if you're a game journalist, you should be able to play on PC and console. That's just how I feel. But anyway, fuck those guys. But I think this year was a great year for everybody. Fantastic. We got some shit out of here. And you know what? It was a great time for gamers too, because people got to experience what E3 could be like. What E3 is like. So fantastic year for E3 this year. Somebody actually got some shit out of it. But if you guys have anything y'all want to say or talk about before I end our little talk here, did you like this or did you not like this, whatever? I'm gonna go through the whole ending spiel. Thank you for watching the Half-Azz Gamer Livecast tonight. Maybe next time I'll have some people on. Maybe, very small chance I'll get other people on here to talk about game. But if you want to be on it though, all you have to do is Twitter and be like, "Hey, Rebel, I want to be on your next Half-Azz Gamer podcast," and I'll be like, "Sure, fine, great. What you want to talk about?" And you give me a topic, and I'll try my best to come up with a topic, and then I'll let you know when it's gonna happen, when it's gonna pop in. If you liked this, please hit me up on Twitter. If you didn't like this, please hit me up on Twitter. I want to hear your hateful comments. I really do. It makes it so much easier for me to delete it than actually to sit there and read all the way through. But anyway, hope you guys really enjoyed tonight's Half-Azz Gamer Livecast. But if you guys don't have anything else to add to the conversation, thanks for watching. Did not do it too fast. I think I did it too fast. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I don't know if I'm going to be doing just a normal stream after this. I don't know. I see some of my friends playing Overwatch right now. I might join them. I might stream that But I hope you guys liked it. Like I said before, this is only my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, and I'm not here to convince you anything. I'm just throwing my opinion out there. That way, you know what? I feel like if you listen to people who have different opinions for you when it comes to gaming and games, that makes you a better gamer, because you're trying to understand where they're coming from. You're trying to not only better yourself as a gamer, but you're trying to better yourself as a fucking person in general. But anyway, it's good to listen to people who have different opinions, because you're trying to understand where they're coming from. That's what I'm saying. You guys are here trying to understand where I'm coming from. And you guys, when you guys say something to me, or y'all chat in the chat and y'all want to say something, you guys are saying, I'm trying to understand where you guys are coming from. Because not all the time everybody's going to agree. Not every gamer is going to like the same game. Not every gamer is going to agree. Hello, Lone Star. How are you? But guys, if you want to, I believe this is going to be saved on YouTube. I don't know how YouTube does it, but if you guys want to rewatch it, I will try to link the YouTube video on Twitter. Just hit me up. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, this beer. But I'm going to make some adjustments here. I'm going to actually end the stream, make some adjustments, and try to stream some Overwatch, if you guys are cool with that. Hopefully my friend's party is not full. If not, I guess I'll just be playing by myself, like I do all the damn time, because I'm just a lonely man. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys coming out, listen to my E3 rant, and until next year, or to whatever the next time, rebel responsibly, game responsibly too, argument responsibly, drink responsibly, whatever, everything that you do in your life, just make sure you do it fucking responsibly, even that dangerous crazy shit. All right.